everyone, no.
But
No, but
I mean,
that's a question. It's like, well, these owner operators are just used to going out there and training them on the spot. Just hiring somebody, training them. There's like a saying I've heard in some of the residential trainings, like hire and fire daily, right? And it's like that's not an easy thing to do when you're working in the residential, field. So when it comes to commercial, we want people when we're doing commercial installs to not fire daily or hire daily. Like we have to think really far ahead for things like that. So having a safety training is just to me so important. Um, I mean, it's ultimately make or break for any business because of how, especially when you get into the commercial side, because of how dangerous some things can be and how important it is to have it lined up. But a lot of owner operators don't think about that. They just think, okay, we're just going to show them on the fly, and then they're going to do their job, and that's not
yeah,
true.
we're gonna get
Yeah,
them up on a roof and see how they do.
yeah,
And
throw them up there.
it's good because then you see how good they do with ladders and stuff. But if they're not good and they fall off, then you want them to know the proper safety before you even get to a job.
Yeah, I agree. I think the coolest part is that, with our training, the installer course takes about 4 hours. So with a company knowing that already in mind, you know it, you can kind of dial in more of like, hey, if I'm going to hire this guy, I know it's going to cost me 4 hours for him to get onboarded. And it's kind of like, you know, my very first job was actually McDonald's back when I was like 17 or whatever. And I just look back and I remember I got the job and it was a whole process. I got the job and I had to go sit by this little computer and I had to go through the whole thing of how to make the hamburgers, how to make the buns, the ketchup goes first, and whatever it was, all the parts. I had to get all the parts. And
So the
basically that,
ketchup does go first
what's that?
when they make the burgers. The ketchup goes first.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh man,
But
I
they
thought we were
got
doing
Ah,
some insider secrets there. I was
man,
like,
yeah.
there is some
yeah,
process,
yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah, yeah.
But that's basically what I did with the Christmas Light Academy was like, here, let's teach them about the light bulbs, the mini lights, the decorations, you know, SPT wire, how to put plugs, like just that onboarding that you could save so much time as a business owner. We got so much other stuff to do. The last thing I want to be doing is telling them how to put plugs on over and over and over, especially the guys at scale. I mean, we're not a huge install company personally, but I can only imagine the chaos on some of the guys who are dealing with multiple crews.
And you said it's they can do it on their phone.
Yeah, so it's all right on the mobile app.
So
So
they
they
can go. So if they're out on an install, they're like, "Man, I don't. I know. I learned this, but I don't. I can't remember exactly. Can they go in to their app and just kind of search it, or can they go? Okay, is there like different sections? How does that work?
I mean, they could, but I'll be real. I mean, it's not practical for them to pull out their phone and forget on the job. There's gonna be guys right there, right next to them. Hey, do it like
True.
this and keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely could. It's there, it's in their pocket, but it's more of just that initial onboarding to get them rolling. I mean,
Yeah.
on the job, my
Once you
bad.
do a yeah, once you do a one, do a couple plugs, it's pretty. You know how to do them,
Yeah,
so it's
exactly.
not too difficult.
All
So
right, so we have George on here. He's a bearded elf, and so if you have any questions, George, for Michael, go ahead and feel free to either come on and ask or put them in the chat. We're happy to add you to our conversation here.
and
And if anyone's watching on Facebook or
Tim's
anywhere
watching
else,
on Facebook. We just had
oh,
him on Wednesday, so
hey Tim,
I'll
nice to
say
see
what's up
you.
to Tim.
And we
Uh,
have Ron Roby on here. Ron, if you're watching, hey, how's it going?
So,
yeah,
I think
guys,
that you had Michael up on your you were on his podcast this year, right? Or was that last year? I don't remember when you were on there.
that was this year.
That was
Shout
this
out,
year.
yeah,
Okay,
shout out to
nice.
Ron, man. That was huge. Being a part of Ron's group, if you're not in Ron's group, you got to go get in it. That one of the coolest groups. I mean, I was truly blessed to be on there. I got a lot of exposure and met a lot of cool people through that group. So, Ron, if you're listening, I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, great. Thank you. And then Mr. George, hey, Bearded Elf
There he is.
coming in live.
How's it going?
going good, man. How are you doing?
Good, man. Appreciate you guys having me here.
Yeah, it's fun. Do you have any questions for Michael?
Yeah, as far as building systems, uh, do you have some sort of example for us to kind of have an idea? what kind of systems that we were to expect if we joined your program.
Yeah, absolutely. So usually what I do is I set up like a free trial and I let you actually just jump in and see it for yourself. Um, I could also provide like a module breakdown and show you all the different modules and different lessons. Um, I have it all in my brain right now. I don't have anything to share with Stacy at the moment just because I wasn't prepared for it. But just imagine like we all go to Christmas light company websites, right? And there's all these categories of, okay, here we go. Just imagine going to like christmascontractor.com for raw example. All these different parts and materials and everything that we use is all in there. We teach about the C9 bulbs, like I said, socket wire, spacing. Then we a whole section on how-to videos, and then a whole section on safety, teaching about how to walk on the roofs, tie-offs, electrical safety, stuff like that.
Is that you?
Gotcha.
No,
That's
that is
the
not.
AI version of him.
Yeah, that's AI.
Yeah, yeah.
So this shows some of the things you were just talking about, right, on your site. This is the ChristmasLightAcademy.com. And so installer training, sales rep training, office staff BA training, and then team lead operations manager training. So these are great buckets that you have here, right,
Right.
of these training modules. And I guess, does it come with all of these, or can you pick, do you need to pick certain ones for different prices, or how does that work?
Yeah, so if you scroll down a little bit more, it's going to show you. I mean, the installer training, I've put it for only 4.99. I mean, and that comes with English and Spanish. So I've just made it cheap because honestly, I just want to help as many Christmas light companies as I can just have a better system in place so that
Oh,
way
right here.
everyone can
Sorry.
make more money.
Well, that's the idea, right?
Yeah.
How do we save time, make more money? Because if your installers are trained correctly, you're going to be definitely making more money. Um, so 4.99 for the installers, 4.99 for the sales reps, BA, and for the team lead. I saw a bundle. Oh, here it is.
Wow.
Um, you can get all four for 9.99.
That's correct. Yeah, and that's all for English and Spanish, and then there's just an annual fee of 2.99 every year after that. And that just helps to keep the academy funded so I can keep building and making it better. And it's not a one and done course either. So I send out feedback requests from all of the companies who currently use it. We gather feedback. What do you like? What do you don't like? So it's not like an just a course that we just throw it and leave it. We're always improving, adding videos, and that white label version and the custom videos is going to be a game changer really for the like I feel like if you're wrapping a vehicle, you should definitely wrap your employee training. I think having that company culture across the customer face and also your employee side as well is just makes your company way more valuable and it's just an asset to your business to have something like that. So
Definitely. So, let's see. Okay, so we have you coming out to TransWorld in St. Louis in March. I'm super excited to have you out there. And the class that you're teaching is going to go over a lot of the safety and the training programs. What do you think, once someone takes your class at TransWorld, what do you think that they're going to do differently this upcoming next season for 2026 after they take your class and sign up for your academy or whatever they learn there? Like, what do you think they would walk away with?
yeah, so I think they'll walk away with just an understanding of they need a better system when it comes to getting the guys ready for day one. And in that talk, I might actually do some teaching on how we use AI to actually build out some of these employee trainings. I think because you don't have to use the Christmas Light Academy. I mean, you can put in the work and put in the time and build these SOPs on your own. I mean, or you could have us do it for you. So I definitely want to teach people a little bit of how we do it. So in case there's somebody who's like, I love it, but I just want to do it myself. I want people to be able to have that opportunity and that knowledge to be able to build it themselves if they'd like to.
That's great.
Yeah.
Speaking of TransWorld, We are actually doing a giveaway at every Friday for all of our shows. This Friday just happens to be Ugly Christmas Sweater Day or whatever. So
It is,
we're
hence your
wearing
shirt.
these are sweaters or
forgot.
sweatshirts, but
Where's your
yeah,
ugly sweater, Michael?
I forgot.
he did get the memo. We sent it. I don't even know if we sent it to him. We just
We
assumed he
didn't.
would know because we're all in the Christmas industry. But yeah, so at the very end, the last 15 minutes, I'm gonna throw out a code word out there, and anybody that's interested, we're gonna be giving away. We're gonna do the drawing tomorrow. Um, you got to follow us on Facebook because that's where we're gonna post the video. But we're gonna be giving away admission to the TransWorld Trade Show for one person. So even if you don't go to classes or anything, you could still walk the trade show floor. You could come say hi to Michael or me or Stacy or any vendor that's there. Or if you're not going to Transworld, we're gonna you can either redeem it for $100 off a 2-hour consult with Stacy or me or both of us. So just wanted to throw that in there. I know we got some people in here right now. So at the last 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to throw out a code word, and then everyone who's interested, just type that word in. And then tomorrow I'm going to put it into random.org and choose a winner. So,
Nice.
but
Well,
yeah, are
let's
you?
get a quick shout out from George. George is an actual a person who went through my 2-hour consultation. If you can give a quick rundown about that. What did you learn, George? And he's hopefully he's still here.
All right,
I'm
I'm
calling him
excited to
out.
hear this.
there he is.
Was it
Man,
awful where you're like, I never want to talk to this woman again? And I mean, but here we are.
man,
So
yeah, it scared me to death, man. I was like, geez, this is a lot. But thinking about it, I mean, I've done business for 10, 15 years on and off. I started as an entrepreneur in high school selling stuff, tacos at lunch, so I always had that business feel. But when you start kind of getting into like you want to be an expert, a professional, and get into the bigger dog fields, meeting Stacy kind of made me realize like, man, I have a lot to learn. So she was able to break down some of the stuff that like which helped because I was like, I'm kind of in the right track. She just kind of helped me guide the rails into the correct direction just with that consultation. And I could just imagine, more training after that and other things that I can take in from, their kind of training. I can expect if I continue this path, just like anybody else, I mean, they can get where they want to get to just by following the advice of mentors that you're trying to be an expert in. And that's always been a big, huge thing of me. Is find mentors that you want to be with, you want to learn from and be an expert in the industry that you're wanting to be in. So any industry that you're in, find yourself a mentor. And Stacy has been a great mentor so far.
Awesome.
Perfect. And
thank you,
then,
George.
yeah, George is actually going to be at our February 19th, 18th, 19th, somewhere around there.
19th and 20th.
19th, 20th, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not whatever, but 19th and 20th.
Whatever, February something. My
but,
birthday's in February, everybody, the 26th, if you need to know.
yeah, whatever. But George is actually he signed up for our class, so he's gonna be there. He has done the 2-hour consult with Stacy, and
Mhm.
yeah, we've gotten to know George fairly well over the last couple of months, and him and his business, and it's been great to work with him and get all our projects ready to go for even this year and next year. So we're super excited to have George, to have met him and be able to work with him, and yeah, that he's going to be at our training. So we're super excited for that. Yeah, TransWorld. Are you just doing the one class at TransWorld, or Stacy did all the scheduling, so I have no idea.
Michael doesn't know yet either because
Oh,
everything's still up in the air.
okay. So Stacy, what's he doing at TransWorld?
Well, let me pull up the schedule as of today because things keep changing in my world. Let me
Okay.
see what this looks like here. I do know that Michael's going on. He has an hour class. The day and time is still, still going on the books right now, but he'll be there for an
TBA.
hour class. If you do come to TransWorld, so there's a couple different tracks you can go on. Sorry, Patrick, I called it tracks. There's a few different different lines of classes you can take at TransWorld. We have we're going to have the pre-show day Wednesday, the 25th of March. There's going to be commercial training, which is a full day with Patrick and I and some of our special guests, the guys from Pixel Pro, and then some other special guests that are to be announced coming in to for the commercial training day. With the commercial training ticket, you would get access to the installer series, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And we split those days up with talks from all kinds of people in the industry. But we also have show times in there. You can walk the trade show floor. So your ticket includes our 1 day of training on the 25th, and then the entire 3 days of the installer series. And that includes also the parties. So the bowling party, the beach party, the Saturday night party. There's a bunch of parties and networking events that are included with your ticket as well. And it includes Michael's talk about his academy and what you can learn with the safety training and all that. So that's what's happening at TransWorld. And it's going on the website very soon. We're working on it. But that's happening really soon. You can get those tickets online. If you're interested, though, you can DM Patrick or I, and we can give you the details because I ran through them pretty quickly. But if you have questions now, you'll be welcome to put them in the chat or bug us about it as well. We can go over it again. But to answer that question, I don't remember what
well, kind of
we've been talking about.
so
I talk a lot.
There's two different options. There's just there's an option to just go through our pre-show training on Wednesday, and that is the pre-show or the pre-day training and the show ticket. But then for the installer series, I think it's only like $200 for the other 3 days. So I think one is $995 that has everything, the one you were talking about, and then the other one is $795.
Yep.
So that's our pre-day Wednesday training plus your ticket to the trade show floor.
Yeah, and if you don't care about our training at all or the entire installer series, there will be options to just buy Michael's class standalone. You can go there and buy his class as well, but not yet. It's not on the website yet, but we're going to get it there. And as soon as it's there, you can go there and add it. Yeah, if you're planning on coming, you definitely want to go to,
I'm going to sneak
some of the trainings
away from the booth and go to Michael's training. So hopefully I get a ticket though. I'll have to talk to Jen and Rich and see if they can.
If you can get in there. We're going to block you from all of it, especially if you're wearing that shirt. We're going to block you from all the.
I won't show up in the shirt. I doubt I'll bring the shirt to TransWorld.
No, you need to. That's definitely the TransWorld shirt because that's going to be on video. We got to have it. Yeah. Anyway. We're going to put you on it.
Mike, let me.
It fits you well, bro. You definitely got to take that shirt.
Right, it highlights my rosacea.
It totally does.
I know I wear all red, and it's like, man, were you out golfing today? No, I just. So it's anywho, but yeah. What else, Stace?
Well, I mean, I guess we just want to ask Michael some more about his experience. So you said that the lighting just came on like just what made you want to get into the lighting business? And that's the first question.
It kind of just happened. Like I said, I was doing remodeling and construction, and then I moved back to Florida. I just had so many life changes going on at the time, and it kind of just happened. Like my other stuff got slow. I talked to a friend who was working at Lights for Decorators, and he was like, "Hey man, you should look into Christmas lights. Like so and so is doing it. He's doing pretty well." And then he pitched it to me a couple times, and then I just started looking at it, and then from there it was like Jason Guyman on YouTube, Fred Zimmerman, all these guys just been watching all this stuff, and then that's how I just got into it. And then, yeah, they just kept going.
What was your first season like?
So my first season, is like revenue or just like how did it go?
Just the overall experience,
it was.
Did you do a lot of marketing? Did you just put out yard signs?
I was hungry, man. I was in a place where it was like I was in survival mode at that time. I was limited on funds. I actually went door to door and I sold my first job door to door selling Christmas lights. Wow. Had no clue what I was doing. I just knew like I had some type of direction, but it was wild. Year one was pretty rough.
Yeah. Year two, how many installs you did year one?
I don't even remember. It wasn't nothing huge. It was like 50,000 in revenue year one.
And that's not horrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Definitely heard worse.
I mean, especially for year
Oh,
one.
Yeah. What's the name of
yeah.
your installation company? Just so we can.
Yeah, so actually my first year or two, I was still operating under my remodeling company name just because, like I said, I had no real direction.
Mhm.
Now our brand is called Light My Holidays. We have a mascot. We actually have some brand direction now. So that's been a huge game changer for us, really having that brand credibility, I guess you could say.
Right. So you're Light My Holidays. Let me find this
Where
here.
where are you out of?
It's lightmyholidays.com. Yeah. I'm in Orlando, Florida. I mean, there's a lot of other installers out here and just like anywhere else, to be honest.
Look at
Yeah.
this light bulb. How cute.
Yeah, we call him Mr. Edison. It's our little
Mr.
mascot.
Edison.
I like
So I
that.
give I gave all my customers like a Mr. Edison Christmas ornament. I made a whole bunch of really cool gift boxes. That the mascot has been fun. I'm telling you, like I make little AI videos and like clips. I don't know if you've seen our YouTube channel, but the clips are hilarious. I think they're funny. It's like our mascot just talking or like it's just funny little clips on social media.
When did you start doing Mr. Edison?
So this is year one with this brand actually. So really, I feel like my whole journey has like restarted from year one. Even I mean, this is our fourth year, but I feel like this is year one all over again, just because we have a new brand. I mean, this is our best year, hands down. I mean, we had a great season. So,
Are you doing a lot of commercial stuff or mostly residential?
primarily all residential. I got the opportunity to work with Rob Frost and do a 35-foot tower tree this year. That was really cool.
Nice.
So let me ask you about the tower tree because tower trees are my favorite. Um, before you did the tower tree, what were your thoughts both going in? Like, were you like, man, just you were excited, or you were like, a lot of people when it comes to trees, they usually are kind of like scared and think it's going to take a long time. So going in, what was your thoughts like before you actually assembled and put together the tree?
So, with my background, my answer might be a lot different than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I've been on big commercial for a long time. So, dealing with cranes, multi-million dollar units that were sitting on roofs, I'm just used to it. So, I was excited. I was just like, hey, I just need to get my hands on it. I need somebody to just kind of show me the ropes, and then once I get it figured out, I'll have it from there. I just need to know. And it was fun, man. That was a fun day. I'm not gonna lie. I was probably number two on my favorite thing this year.
Yeah. So then after you got done, you got it installed. It was just like, yeah, it's not too bad. Like,
Yeah, I was like, that's a big ass tree.
right, right. Yeah, they look good. They're impactful, and customers, they come out and because you're doing it overnight generally, and they come in the next day and they're like, man, this looks great, and it's just like you just put up a bunch of magic. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah, a lot of things we get is people are just intimidated by trees. They haven't done it. Like you said, you had some commercial background with cranes and stuff like that, so you're kind of used to it. But a lot of these guys, they haven't done it. So the thought of using a lift or a scissor, any type of lift, and then the tree that we did in uh, Marco Island, we had to decorate it with a scissor lift in the lobby of a hotel room.
Not the whole thing, just some extra add-ons. We
Like the
pre-decorated
last
it.
like
gotcha.
the
Yeah.
last 6 feet of it we had to decorate with, but still just to get the topper on. The topper is the most fun part. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, but we had some people helping, and they were, when they first got there, they were, this is going to take 16, 20, this is going to take us a day and a half to do. And it was just like, it's not that
Nah,
difficult. So
couple
that's
hours.
why we want people to go through our training so they can kind of realize, it's not as hard as it looks as long as you have the right training, you have the right safety precautions. Um, and you can confidently, sell it to someone with a job and know that you're going to bid it right and that you're going to be able to do the work to install it properly so that there's no issues with it. So that's where your SOPs, your classes come in handy because all that training stuff, we can, at our trainings, we can only train so much. but having a course to go through with all the different kinds of trainings for all different kinds of situations is really awesome. And then, like say, being mobile, they can go through it. That's pretty sweet. So
Yeah. I think where the Christmas Site Academy is today and where it's going are completely two different places. I definitely see the Christmas Site Academy having something that's more commercial in the future. Whether I'm the one to build it or a teacher comes in and hosts their stuff on our platform, something like that. I definitely see that though. I definitely see a need for a commercial side of the employee training. That could be 2026, 2027, but I definitely see future growth in not just sticking with residential employee training.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, that'd be could always
Yeah,
collab.
that's commercial. There's a huge gap in this commercial side of it. This is why we're here.
Yeah.
So definitely good idea for that. So if so when someone so go back to the TransWorld class real quick. So if someone's coming to the TransWorld class, like who would you suggest as a person to come in and take this class? Would it be somebody who does 10 houses, somebody who does 200 houses? Like, is this for all of them or certain people?
I would say all of them. I've actually talked to some franchise owners who are looking to partner up and also build out for multiple locations, all the way down to the little guys who are like, hey, I'm trying to grow and scale, And I think at the end of the day, we all are going to have employees and all are going to have a team, and we just need a system that just works. And it's a lot of work. Like everything that I put together and packaged, like it takes time. Like I've been building this for almost 2 years now. It's not like a just a one and done. Let me throw it out there. So I think, yeah, any Christmas light company, and I think with the white label version coming where it's branded is is going to be a huge help for some of the companies who are like, I don't want to use a third party training company. I want it to look like it's coming from my company. Because I've gotten that. We've had a lot of free trials, and I've gotten that feedback of like, hey, I love this. I just want my brand on it. I want my shirts, my colors, my company culture. And yeah, so I think
No,
any,
that makes perfect sense. That's one of the first things I talk to people about in my consultations. We talk about what is your brand, right? Do you have one? And a lot of people who are Christmas is their secondary company or their add-on to their landscape company or their pest control company or their roofing company. It's their second business. So the question that comes up a lot is, do I need to make a separate company for my holiday lighting? My answer is always yes. We'd like that, right? Because then you can brand for that.
right.
And so they work really hard on getting their branding down, and it's a large conversation for a lot of these owner operators. And once you get it down, then you're proud of it, right? They're really like you like your little Edison guy. I think he's super cute. People have their own brand. That's important to be able to pass that along with your training software. I think that's really great.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually super stoked for it. We were doing some mock-ups for some people and like showing them their colors with their logos, and I'm just like, this is so cool. Like I get so much joy from building this in the back end. Like it's a lot of fun. Like it's a lot of work, but it's just like being able to see other people use it and like I get notifications. So every time a new employee gets registered through a company, I get a notification on my email. And I mean, we probably had over 100 employees get registered. And so to see that, like, hey, new employee registered is like, it's so cool. To me, it's amazing that it truly helps them scale and grow their business. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Go
like
ahead.
say it's you've been building it for 2 years, so finally you're seeing the fruits of your labor, and it's not just, hey, I have this great idea, I hope it works. Like you're seeing it work, you're seeing it help companies. um and now you can, like say, you're going to be at Transworld, you're going to teach a class on it so you can teach more people, and then have your product help to their business. So that's awesome. That's it's like doing an install. You have the vision of their house, and then you put up all the lights, you wrap some trees. Like you already know that it's going to look great. And most of the time when people come out from residential, at least, they come out and they're just like, man, this is better than what I thought it was going to look like. Like it's such a common reaction. So um yeah, so that's awesome that you're seeing the results and helping a lot of companies.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just curious if you have any information about like what are some of the most common training mistakes that you see these owner operators and businesses, you know, making? And then how can they fix that, I guess is a question.
Hmm. Um, I would say I don't know if it's a mistake, and I really don't know if I can answer that too into depth, to be honest. I just know that I feel like it's bad to rely on a team lead for all your stuff. Like, hey, let me just hire this guy and throw him with the guys, and they're just gonna figure it out. I feel like it's just for me personally, I feel like it takes away of like confidence. Like, I feel like it for one, it doesn't give the employee like a good like intro to the industry. Like at least give them all the knowledge that they need to for their first day. That's the main thing. And then like just having so much reliance on a team lead instead of an SOP, I think is a big problem, because that team lead could find another job, he could get hurt, he could quit. And now who's going to train the guys? I mean, if you're operating your business, you don't have time to be in the shops showing plugs and all this stuff, just have a system that does it all for you.
Yeah, and I could add on that too. You can hire a guy and show him how to do everything, and he's supposed to show everybody, but then, he's some people have a tendency to want to take shortcuts. So he's the guy who's in charge, and the other people see him doing these little shortcuts, not hiding wires that well, or just whatever it may be. So if you have a training video to show all your employees, they're going to know the right way to do it. And they're not going to count on, okay, you hired this guy, he's done a couple of good installs, and all of a sudden he can save 10 minutes, 15 minutes an install by, being lazy. Then they're all going to know your standards and how you want things done. So yeah, that's a really great pointer. Um, yeah, that's awesome. But definitely,
Yeah.
definitely seen that where, we've all seen the jobs with wires in, or you know, the peaks aren't spaced the same. Just little things that drives my OCD crazy. Um, just it just drives me wild. Like even Stacy's house, just doing the running the power her outlets by her front door. So, some people just drop the wire down and plug it in. It's just all loose. Where, you know, for me, I got to hot glue it, make it tight to the wall. It's you could walk right by it, not even see it. A green wire on a brick house, but it's
Right.
just little things like that where, yeah, the right training so everyone knows how you want things done. So that's amazing. Um,
Yeah,
what
I
else
think
we
it's
got,
important.
Stacy?
I think it's important too. I'm going to start to keep this conversation going a little bit. If you're building your company up, a lot of owner operators that I've been talking to when they want to get into the commercial side of the business, so they have to have their teams trained really well, but they also want to someday be able to pass this business off to somebody else, like either sell it or they're building it to give it to a family member or have someone else take it over on their team or just create this legacy for themselves, right? So like if they're putting together the safety training system and onboarding system with not even just the safety but all the different SOPs in your company in an app, like that is very smart. It just makes so much sense for
Yeah,
these business owners.
exactly. So I mean, it comes down to you don't have to host it, you don't have to build it. It's just there's a whole onboarding process of getting all the company's SOPs together and packaging it all up. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's well worth it for a company to do it. It's an investment. Like I said, if somebody's wrapping a van, they should definitely wrap their employee training, invest in the onboarding for their team. Like for example, my guys, they came in and pretty much every year all my guys have been primarily Spanish. I mean, maybe it's just the area I'm at in Florida, but they're all like thumbs up, like super grateful that they went through that training because they were just ready for day one. Like they started seeing materials, they seen the videos already, so like they were just more efficient from the beginning instead of like needing a whole week or two to really figure it all out.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
could see how it could minimize callbacks as well, because you got guys who aren't wrapping trees right, or they're not doing connections right, and so just by having them go through your onboarding stuff, it could really minimize, their. We all make mistakes. We've all, you know, I've had a string of lights plugged in and accidentally grabbed the end of it and got a little zap. That was fun my first year, but you know, um, yeah, I could definitely see it helping on callbacks for new employees. Just they accidentally do something the wrong way, and it works for a little bit, but then you got to go back out, or even when you're put pre-bulbing. Some of these clips, there's a certain way you got to do them, and um, I've gone to jobs pre-bulbed, and they were all pre-bulbed backwards or upside down, and it's just like, why do we spend the time to pre-bulb when we got to go through and change them all? So
Sure.
yeah, these videos can definitely save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and make sure everybody's safe and they know what you expect. So
Yeah, and it goes a little more in depth than just Christmas lights. Like it's like how to walk a tile roof. Teaches them parts of the house like the gable, the soffit, the ridges. Um, Electrical safety as far as like, you're not leaving plugs inside the gutter where it's gonna rain and then it's gonna trip the breaker. Just overall like everything that us as a business owner need to teach them, we just give it all to them in 4 hours, and
that's awesome. I
yeah.
love
And that's really great. And I was just looking at your site, and also the training for the VAs. That's something that's a huge question mark for some of these owners is they really want to get a VA. They really want to get them on board, but they're just not quite sure how to teach them what they need to know for this particular business. And that kind of is like a little bit of a fear that they're not willing to push forward to get the help that they need to really expand their companies until they get that VA. So I think that your training would help that. So can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, so I would actually like to partner with more VA placement companies. Um, I think, really just if a VA placement company gets a VA for a Christmas light company, that VA training program that I built will get that VA up to speed so fast that like the business owner doesn't have to sit there and teach them how to measure roof lines. Doesn't have to teach them like what we do. It doesn't have to teach them the decoration types. Doesn't have to teach them how to do the mock-up photos. All that's already packaged up in there. So that VA can go through that training program and be like, all right, inbound call through the sale process, send them the mock-up, send them the price sheet or whatever their process is. And yeah, it takes that whole onboarding of a VA away. Like when I originally hired my first VA, I think I spent like 2 weeks maybe just trying to get them up to speed, show them all the stuff. Took a lot of time, for me, and I was a solo guy at that time, so that's a lot of time to spend trying to show them all the ropes and get them up to speed.
Yeah, I think
Right.
it's great. I mean, like I said, a lot of business owners are, you know, going towards VAs, and that's one of their biggest complaint why they're not doing it. They want to do it, but their fear is the training, or I'm going to hire this person and then I got to train them. And so yeah, having a special course just for them um, is awesome, because it's
Right.
definitely a huge hurdle. I mean, we recommend VAs all the time, and that's the biggest hurdle as well. Then I got to train them, and it's going to take all this time to go through it. So having a special onboarding for VAs just definitely takes that fear away, because and then with the white label, it's all your training, everything you want them to do. So that's awesome. I love it. I'm gonna
Yes, that's great.
We're gonna have to do it
So
for Red Sleigh workshop.
we are. Thank you. So are we going to talk about our giveaways and our specials tonight?
I'm
Yes.
excited to hear
So
it.
for
You want to
everybody,
go first,
go
Patrick?
ahead.
Sorry.
No, you go. You
No,
can.
you, Patrick, you
No,
go
you
first.
go. No, you go.
No,
I
you.
know.
No, you.
Okay, I'll go. So
Rock, paper, scissors.
right, yeah. So we did have a question from Philip. What's the name of this training service? I commented Christmas Light Academy, and then I put your website, thechristmaslightacademy.com, down below. Um, So, and then
Thanks, Pat.
for us, it's redslayworkshop.com. We're going to be doing two-day in-person training here in the great state of Texas in San Antonio. February, actually, I should know this. Hold on.
Right
Um,
here, sir. You
yes,
go to redslayworkshop.com, .com, the first homepage, book your spot.
So yeah, we have February. Oh, there's Santa. He's on his way. So 61 days till our first training. But yeah, February 19th and 20th, March 12th, 13th, April 9th and 10th, and April 23rd and 24th. We are going to have a 1 day training at TransWorld, but the 2 day training is going to be a lot more intensive. We're going to be going everything A through Z, and then we're also going to be spending half a day assembling trees, large scale decor. And then Stacy's going to be giving you all of her knowledge from the 22 years that she's been doing commercial Christmas.
All of my knowledge.
All of her knowledge. So, and then the price for the training does include 2 nights at the hotel that we're doing the training at, plus food
In the
for
great state of Texas.
Yeah, in the great state of Texas.
Mhm.
I've negotiated in Texas barbecue for every training, so not like
Yes.
chain barbecue. We're getting a
No.
local barbecue company to cater 1 day of the lunches.
Mhm.
So
And it's a veteran-owned barbecue
yeah, veteran
company,
owned.
so it's
They're
an
amazing.
amazing.
They're some of our favorite barbecue here.
Yeah.
So every training we're having Texas barbecue, but we also have our 2 hour consultation. Stacy, if you want to pull that up.
Oh yeah.
Here,
Get
real
that.
quick. So this is your guys' first in-person training coming up in February?
Yes.
It
Wow,
is.
that's huge. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done
Launched it.
we've done some trainings here and there, like, we went to trainings and spoke on commercial, but we've had so much interest in actually coming out and doing our 2 day training, that we were just like, it's just going to be easier to have everybody fly out here. And then we can teach them exactly what we want to teach them, exactly what we do.
Right.
Because we help our clients bid jobs. We have clients that reach out to us and say, hey, we want you to do our job this year. So we're actively out there bidding jobs and doing installations. So we're not just, talking about it, we're actually doing it. But yeah.
Right. And a lot of the clients that I do the one-on-one consultations with, the next step for them would be this in-person training, because a lot of it is there's so many levels to go through when you're talking about large scale commercial projects. It's not just, okay, I'm going to go bid it. That's where you could start, right? You want to go start prospecting and bidding, but there's so many ins and outs of it that until you actually get an RFP in front of you and you're reading the document, a lot of times you don't even know what to expect. And so at TransWorld the last couple of years, I've done classes a whole hour about RFPs, requests for proposals, and how to do that with the city. And I could spend an hour, I could spend 5 hours just about that one topic. So there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn, but the people that we do consult with that do book my $500 2 hour consultation, we go over a lot of that with them already, right? What their sales is, what their operations looks like, what their marketing plan already is, if they even have a marketing plan, do they even have a sales team? Like all those questions come into play, and I go over like step by step with them where the gaps are, right? Because that's where we want to fill that in. And Patrick and I give options for where we can help fill those gaps, and that could be project management, it could be helping them bid, it could be vendor introductions, it could be introducing them to you or to a VA company. We have our CRM person. Like there's just all kinds of recommendations that these small business owners need to get to that next level. And it's just exciting. Like you were saying, it's so neat to see them get there. I love to see people succeed and take care of their families and make so much money in this industry that they love and bring joy to people. Like it's so fun. So that's what we do.
So tonight and every Friday, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving away either you got 2 options here. We're going to be giving away a pass for one person for the entry to TransWorld, just to go on the TransWorld trade show floor, or $100 off a 2 hour consultation with Stacy. So we're going to be right now, just have everybody who's interested type in the chat the word Sleigh. So I know you're interested, and you type in the word Sleigh for the next 10-15 minutes. You'll be entered in the giveaway. I'm going to go through the video tonight get all the names down, and then tomorrow either go live on Facebook, or I'll just make a video of everybody that entered, and we'll go to random.org and pick a winner and post it. So there's
Oh, I
George
think you
on
should go
there.
live.
Yeah, so
I
I'll
mean,
figure it out.
definitely live.
Yeah, just but you got to follow us on Red Sleigh workshop on Facebook at least.
Mhm.
So when we post the video, you can see if you won. I know Adam just dropped. Oh, there we go. We got another one, Adam.
Mhm.
But yeah, so and then once we post the winner, we'll contact you via DM or however you want to be contacted, and then you can either pick a ticket to the TransWorld trade show, or $100 off the consultation with me and Stacy. So um
And just so people who aren't familiar with the TransWorld Christmas Show, I'm just going to pitch that real quick. TransWorldChristmasShow.com is the website. It's the largest Christmas show in the US. It's 500,000 square feet of vendors, both with holiday, Christmas, and haunt, and inflatables for events. It's amazing. I've been going there for the last many years, and they always have the best vendors there, and it's really great. People think, well, why do I have to go? I already have my vendors that I love to work with. You may have your vendors you love to work with, and they may be there, so you get to meet them in person, which is an amazing thing. But also, you get to see what's up and coming in the Christmas industry from around the world, because a lot of vendors from other countries come in, and they're there as well. So it's just really cool to see what's happening in the industry. If you're in the Christmas industry, you have to come, like, to TransWorld 100%. You need to come, because I didn't know it was out there until I saw it in real life. That's my experience too. When I started in this industry 22 years ago, I didn't even know that people hired people to put up Christmas. I thought that cities did it themselves, right? So when I started, I was just like somebody who's brand new. I didn't know. And so when I actually saw trade shows with other Christmas companies, it was just amazing to see the products in person, like the huge elements and what's available, especially with commercial Christmas. It's just there's so much out there, and there's so much business to be had, and it's just really amazing. So I would say definitely go. But the website, transworldchristmasshow.com, like I said, the installer series and the events are coming up. They're not live yet, and our training's not live on there yet to buy tickets, but it will be. And as soon as it is, we'll post that so everyone has it. So that's my pitch for TransWorld. So continue, Patrick.
yeah, well, TransWorld, I mean, one of the biggest things about the Christmas industry is knowing what's out there. So when you go to residential jobs, or commercial, the main supplier that you use may only have a certain amount of items. So by going there, you get to see all these different items that are available. So yeah, you have your favorite vendors that you're loyal to, and but when you're bidding some of these commercial jobs, if they don't have it, you need to know where you can get it and what's available. Um, every job's different. You have some that they're like, this is exactly what we want. How much is it? Or others are just counting on you to be the expert and to design it for them based on what they say. They want a winter wonderland, or a classic Christmas, or whatever, and you need to know what's available. So by going to TransWorld, you get to see all the new and exciting stuff that's coming out, but all the stuff that's tried and true, that you may not even know about because your vendor doesn't have it. And yeah, you get to put a face and a person to the voice that you talk to on the phone all the time. Um, and then even go out to some of the networking events and get to hang out with them. And there's so many great people in our industry. It's always a fun time. All the events are pretty fun. Um, so yeah, TransWorld's awesome. We've got two people so far. We've got Adam and George. So it's looking like a 50-50 shot on the giveaway.
Well,
So
we're gonna keep this video is gonna keep going. Like, this video is gonna be posted on Facebook. You may have people putting Sleigh in there overnight until you're drawing tomorrow. So I think that we will have more people coming in to do that.
yeah,
Um,
we'll cut it off at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
yeah. So we also have Michael giving some stuff away. So we want to go ahead and let him talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the white label version coming out. Like I said, it's a lot of work to build these out. So I was just gonna do something for like the first three people who come from the Red Sleigh workshop. I would do like 20% off for their white label version. So we are still figuring out a little bit on the back end. The offer will actually go live right in the beginning of 2026. So people will be able to see more about it. We're kind of hitting it a little early on this talk, but definitely there'll be a 20% discount for anybody who wants to get a fully custom branded employee training program. All they got to do is book a call. I think Stacy was going to drop a link in the comments. If
I
not,
did.
if not, I can drop it. And yeah, just mention Red Sleigh Workshop and I will take great care of you. We got to book a call and discuss your company and
Red
really
Sleigh
dive
Workshop.
in.
All right, we're one of the first three.
Let's go.
No, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's already on your website. The one that was 9.99, is that the white label or is that just the regular one?
So that's the regular one. If there's a company who's a smaller company and they're just really getting started, that's probably the best option. The white label version's more of an investment, but definitely well worth the money.
Yeah, Adam just commented. He said, "I am in." So yeah, if you um Stacy's posting everything on here, so you should be able to click on that and
Lacey's on
dude, she is. So
it.
she does good. Yeah, Adam, make sure you
I
comment
think she's
Sleigh so we can enter you in the drawing for TransWorld as well, or $100 off the consultation with Stacy. So, but yeah, so I'll check all the comments until 9 a.m. Central Time tomorrow, and then I'll go through, put them all in, and then I'm gonna record a video, or I'm gonna figure out, can we go live from our red sleigh?
We can.
Okay,
We
perfect.
can. Yeah,
All right.
anyone who goes in there, you want to follow Red Sleigh Workshop on
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, all the places, and then it'll go live on both spots, I think, at the same time.
nice.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
that's today's December 19th. So just so people who are watching later, it's going to be December 20th.
Is it the 19th? I don't
Today's
know.
the 19th.
I forget what day it is. It's not
It is.
Christmas yet, so
A couple days away. It's almost Christmas.
I know. Are you
Merry
guys?
Christmas,
Are you
everybody.
done with your mic? Are you done with your Christmas shopping?
Christmas shopping? No, we're done with installs. I
Yeah.
finished like 2 days ago.
Who shops? I haven't shopped at all either, just so you know. Patrick was wondering what's going on with me. I've not done anything yet.
Yeah, I'm done. Everything's wrapped. We're gonna put everything under the tree Sunday. So like, I mean, legit, I'm done shopping. I don't have to
I've
do.
not started.
Yeah, it's wild. So it's fun though.
Doesn't an Amazon package count as wrapping?
It
No,
does.
they do have like their
100%.
gift option where it shows up in that little green bag. So
Yeah,
I'm just Santa Claus is coming to my house on Christmas Day. That's all I know. So I don't have to worry about it. So yeah.
nice.
well, I know Santa.
They'll
So
be coming on a red sleigh.
right.
He's come with his red sleigh.
Perfect. Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you, Michael, for being here, and everyone who's watching. Just make sure that you tune in. We're going to be going live again on Monday. Yes, Monday night, and we're having who's coming Monday, Patrick?
I
Do you
don't know.
know? Oh
I'll
my
be here.
gosh, it's going to be a secret surprise. It's somebody
Yeah,
else who's speaking at
I'll be
TransWorld,
here.
though.
I'll be here
Yeah,
Monday. So
Monday night, and I would love to know what time it is, but I don't know. But we're going to be posting it. So just if you're following us, you're going to see it, and we're going to have another speaker coming on to talk about what they're going to talk about at TransWorld, and it's going to be exciting. So can't wait to see you all again. And any last words, Michael, to everyone who's watching? Any final last words?
No, that's it. I appreciate everyone watching, and let's finish off 2025 and go crush 2026.
Nice.
perfect.
All right. All right.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Well, thanks,
everyone.
Mike. Thanks, everybody. We'll see
Yeah,
you.
bye.
Thanks, George.
Bye,
Appreciate
George.
it.
Bye.